Hi guys, welcome to Coach D. Durrell Spears. This is the Coach D. Durrell Spears channel. Happy to engage once again to talk about things such as dating, relationship, coaching those that are having issues or just wanting to maintain or improve where they are in respect to those types of situations in their life. There are tons of people here who are looking for a new date. They're looking for a new person to have a relationship with. They're looking for a variety of different things at this point in their life. Today, I want to focus on how much time should one invest in a relationship. How much time are you willing to invest on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis? How much did that person mean to you? How much time do you have in the context of the lifestyle that you live? Are you a person who travels a lot for your job, for your business, as an entrepreneur? You know, this is something that people don't think about, and this is one of the biggest complaints when it comes to relationships. People complain about we don't have enough time together. We don't spend enough time together. Every time we see each other, somebody's tired, worn out. They're not mentally there. They're constantly thinking about work 24/7, and they're not putting me into the situation, into the puzzle. You're not allotting time so that we can focus on having a good time together. You see, usually what happens when people decide to be together, it's cool when you're dating lightly and you're spending 1 or 2 times a week having a good time, doing things, doing fun activities. But then as you develop feelings for one another, then as a development of, I feel like I'm entitled to more than just 2 days a week for a few hours. Now I want to spend a night sometime. Now I would like to see you 3 to 5 times a week or every day. And also, in conjunction to that, getting text messages, FaceTiming, constant, ongoing contact daily, even if we're not seeing each other. But how much time are you willing to invest? Because if you're having a serious relationship, your partner or somebody's going to want a certain amount of time. If you're a person working 60 plus hours a week, you're going to have to be very strategic in how you organize your time so that you can spend time and show your partner that you appreciate them. And sometimes you're not going to be able to meet at times that you would like to and hang out together or spend time. In many of those situations, you're going to have to take the most of the time that you have together and make it as enjoyable as possible. Look at the schedule that your partner has. One of the biggest issues that I have found in many situations of dating, when doing dating counseling and also in coaching, is that there are people whose lifestyles are totally incompatible with one another. He works the daytime, you work night. Or you work nighttime, they work in the evenings, and we only have weekends to see each other because the time that you're able to see that other person, they're tired, or the time that they want to see you, you're tired or exhausted. Also, we have to take into account kids. If a person has kids, the time that you have to prioritize, that the kids are going to come first, no matter who it is. Okay? Where do you fit in that? You see, there's so many people who complain about relationships and they never took the time to understand that this person's work schedule, this person's routines in life, as far as the things that they do, the time that they work, it's just not flowing well with where I'm at in life. And I've seen countless times where people are fighting and trying everything they can to make something work. And they're not going to give up their career for someone that they're dating unless it involves marriage. The only time I see people changing things. It's if they're about to get married, they're engaged, about to get married, or they're actually married, and they change things for the partner. That's a serious conversation when you're asking someone to adjust or to basically change their work schedule, change their profession, or not necessarily change their profession, but work in a different place or work less hours just to satisfy the functioning of the relationship. That's very difficult, and someone has to really care for you a lot in order to make those sacrifices. Some people may have multiple jobs because they have to make ends meet. They have to pay bills. So they may have 2 jobs. They may have a job and another job. That's a part-time job. Or I know people that try to date and they have 2 full-time jobs. Now, who has energy to date when you're working 2 full-time jobs and you want someone to be happy that they only can see you 1 day out the week throughout the day for maybe 4 or 5 hours or whatever you all plan to do that day, and that's it a week? You see, I'm not going to say it's okay to cheat, because it's not. But see, this is the foundation of what creates unhappiness in relationships. And people allow this. At first, they allow it to happen. Then it becomes complaining. Then it becomes that, they become malcontents. And then they start to answer to the romantic overtures of someone else, because they are not having enough time with you. They're not having sex or making love to you as much as they would want to. They're not going out and doing fun things. So when someone else comes in and they satisfy it. And so many times we fail to recognize that someone's life structure, the way they structure their life, the way their routines are, the way they prioritize things, no matter how good and the situations are, if you're not willing to adjust or change up some things because of the job that you have, your profession, which I understand because that's something you work hard to maintain, this may not be the person for you. This may not be the one for you. Their situation their situation is not, and I'm going to say is not congruent or flows well with your situation. Remember, a relationship consists of 2 people synchronizing from a social, romantic, sexual standpoint, communication standpoint, understanding their roles with one another. And yes, there are going to be bumps in the road, but at the same time, there's going to be smooth sailing also. So if a person you can't invest an adequate amount of time with someone, that may not be the person. I don't care how good they look. I don't care how good the sex is. I don't care how they make you feel. I don't care how wonderful that they are and everything. But if you don't have the time to invest in someone, or the time that you all choose to make for each other is not enough, if it's not basically satisfactory on both sides, relationship will eventually go away and someone is going to find interest in somebody else. So guys, tell me what you're thinking. Once again, you can put comments in the comment section. Please subscribe and share. This is Coach D Darrell Spears. You can call me Coach D. And like I've said before in other videos, remember, there's at least one person out there that's meant for you. Have a great day.